I'm assuming most people watching this video know what Shonen Jump is, so I'll get straight to the main point. Shonen Jump has a serious issue, and I'm sure if you follow me on Instagram, you know exactly what issue I'm going to be talking about. In the past 2 years, Shonen Jump has lost many heavy hitters. Series like Demon Slayer and The Promised Neverland that brought in a large portion of their sales came to an end around the same time. And then you have other long-running series like Food Wars and Haikyuu also ending. So the point is, a lot of the cash cows and honestly quality series that Shonen Jump has to offer ended pretty much consecutively. And we've been in this weird low-key drought-like state, where series like obviously One Piece, My Hero Academia, and Jujutsu Kaisen consistently bring in readers weekly, but there are also so few series in the magazine itself that people are not really looking forward to that many series outside of the 3 I listed. And then some of these series that I listed take breaks, and then when they take those breaks, the weekly lineup looks significantly weaker. Like that month-long JJK break was hell for everybody, and pretty much every big series in the magazine has been taking breaks consistently, like damn near once a month. Black Clover, One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero Academia, even Dr. Stone. And I think this problem is really because Shonen Jump doesn't know how to handle its new series correctly. For starters, just looking at a lot of the newer series, there's a very obvious trend where Shonen Jump, for some odd reason, thinks we want more comedy manga. So they continue to introduce these comedy manga that not only don't perform well, but they also just aren't funny. And if we cut out these comedy series and just look at the more action and plot driven series, which typically garner a larger audience easier, most of them don't even get out of exposition of their respective stories. And this is a problem that is pretty new, or at least it seems to be, where series get axed extremely early because their sales aren't looking the best. The problem with this is very obvious. The manga aren't going to sell well in the first 30 chapters because most of them are in pure exposition. So really we're just establishing characters in the world and basic things like that, while Shonen Jump axes these series before we can actually get a sense of where the greater plot is going to. Take a series like My Hero Academia, which is one of the best manga in the magazine right now. If we go back to the very beginning, you can see that the start of the manga wasn't much better than the start of manga like Phantom Seer. But Phantom Seer got axed so early on in comparison. And obviously sales play a part of this, but honestly, who was even reading My Hero Academia weekly from chapter 1? Because I certainly wasn't. Because really it's a patience thing. When you read a series weekly from chapter 1, it's going to feel slow because we're in exposition. But when you get to an arc like Shibuya or Marineford, you're going to be invested more weekly because these are significantly more climactic and overall important to the greater plot. My point is that most successful series are always going to have slow starts, so naturally they're going to sell slightly poorly at the beginning. But the goal shouldn't be to have a series with instant success, but rather a series that is able to garner a larger audience at a consistent pace over time. And take Demon Slayer or Jujutsu Kaisen. I didn't fully get invested in either of those series until honestly 50 to 60 chapters in. Even at that point, I wouldn't have said either series were great. So to sum it up, Shonen Jump axes a lot of series way too early for honestly no good reason. And I've seen the money argument get thrown around, so I'll just address that real quick. Shonen Jump in most of the anime industry are just greedy. So if you think that the most popular manga service doesn't have enough money to pay manga living wages, you're insane. Alright, Shonen Jump is a multi-billion-dollar company, so I'm sure they have enough money to support more weekly series. And another problem, at least towards the Western audience, Shonen Jump is terrible at promoting new series. I'll open the app and randomly see a new series, right? And I think it's cool. But then every week after that, it's at the very back of the magazine, right? So obviously I'm not going to remember to check that out. Like I'll see no ads about Shonen Jump or any type of promotion outside of the app itself. So honestly, if Shonen Jump just gave newer series better promotion, they'd probably gain a larger audience and turn into better sales. And with more time, series are able to reach more people, so the money is there in theory. Shonen Jump just can't wait a year or two to experience it. Look, I'm not saying Shonen Jump has to be like Webtoon and let any and everybody drop a manga chapter weekly, but the catalog is so damn small. When a heavy hitter like My Hero Academia takes a break, that void is very noticeable. And that could probably be covered up if we had a larger lineup of manga running weekly. Also, say if one series is in a slower arc, right? An arc that, is at a slower pace, it's more exposition wise, we're building up into another arc. Maybe you'll have another 2 series that are newer reaching a climactic arc, which will give those series more time to shine. I don't know. I just see a lot of potential in Shonen Jump that I feel like they don't live up to. In Hunter's Guild, Red Hood is another great example. because even though the series has quality potential, it's getting thrown into the back of the magazine and gets no promotion from Shonen Jump to help it grow more. Like, bro, I have been hyping this shit up every chapter to get more people reading it, and I am struggling. Also, I'm looking at the future Shonen Jump, like My Hero Academia, JJK, Black Clover, and even One Piece. They only got a few years left. So if Shonen Jump wants to start preparing now for that, for the future, it'll probably be like its best choice of action. Know how you feel about the current state of Shonen Jump and how you would improve it, or if you think it's good as it is right now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you can, follow my Instagram. The link is in the bio. And shout out to everybody who came from my IG to watch this video. I appreciate all y'all. Alright, I'll talk to y'all later.